like the light of a new day. It hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free, flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. This is too good to be true. Look at me, falling for you.
Welcome! It's your boy, Sanchi529. Today is Thursday, October 12th, 2023, and it's week 6 of the Scum and Villainy League. I'd like to welcome my guest, Amber.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hi, Amber. So we're back again, and it's week 6, and this week we have only 2 buys this week.
It's been a fast 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a depressing 6 weeks for me, though, so...
See, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun this year.
I haven't had my first round pick for the last 3 weeks, and I'm not going to have my second round pick for the next
It's rotten
4
luck.
weeks.
It's rotten luck,
So,
as all fantasy
I got
is.
7
luck.
weeks of not having everything, not having all the rings. You know what I mean? I don't have all the stones yet.
You don't have all the stones from the gauntlet.
So right now we got buys. This week we have buys Pittsburgh Steelers and Green Bay only. So not a lot of managers are...
Damn, I'm out Najee.
I know,
Whatever
right?
shall I do?
Actually, I was most affected because I had Jordan Love and Christian Watson.
Yeah.
So I'm like, geez. With that, I think next week is the big week, bye week. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it, but
Yeah, we'll
lot
cover
of
that
managers
next
are going to be
week.
affected. But I guess the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, who? George Pickens for Kevin, you for Najee. Tight end, not
John
even defense.
Not being able
There's
to watch
nobody.
his team.
Green Bay, we have, I was affected Jordan Love and Christian Watson, Dubs, AJ Green maybe, but
Yeah.
he's been out.
He's been out.
So no one's really affected this week, I would say, right?
Yeah,
like
it's not a big loss.
Not heavy
yeah,
hitters.
we'll be fine.
So let's go ahead and go with, is this everyone's favorite segment?
It sure is.
It sure is.
Mailbag.
Yes. Okay. So we got 3 questions, and thank you for submitting them. Let's go ahead and start with the first question, Amber.
Yeah, this first one's really interesting. I
Okay.
would love to know who sent it to you.
Okay.
It's really to the point and specific. As a matter of fact, it's a 1-word question.
Maybe.
It says help. Just help.
Just help.
What do you need help with? Fantasy, life, money, moving furniture.
Well, your boy Sanchi529 has all the answers for everybody, right?
That's right.
So
Carry
if
the
you're
weight on
ever-
the world on those shoulders.
If you're unsure, you can always ask me. I'm always going to give you the correct answer. With help, I'm assuming fantasy football,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know.
Okay, you said
Hopefully
this.
they're not stuck in a
Okay,
well.
what was
Like,
the first
do we
thing
need
you
to call
thought of when they
Lassie?
said help?
Fantasy.
Fantasy? Okay.
But it's hard
So-
to...
If they're stuck in a well, how are they texting? Like, why are they saying a mailbag question?
You are the commissioner. They probably have the most faith in you to get it done.
Timmy stuck in a well. Help. Okay. Well, first things first is that we have to stay strong, right? We're only week 6. We're not even halfway done yet,
Lots
right?
of football left, for
Lots
sure.
of football left. Everyone's pretty close together, you know. Mm-hmm. The only thing is that maybe Ray is the game up above everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. But everything else, we're pretty much close. You just try to get in the playoffs at this point. Stick to the waiver wires, right? So some teams are going to get better. Some players are going to get hot, right? So at this point, you just got to look at waivers and you got to see
Trades.
Nobody trades, you know?
Maybe.
I try to do trades all the time. No one ever wants to trade. So, and I give good trades. You know, I actually think I do give good trades.
Who did you give away for Justin Jefferson?
Christian Watson, and I forgot who else. It was a twofer. Who?
So Tony Pollard?
Was it? Yeah, it was Tony Pollard. Yeah.
That was a good trade in retrospect.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because they're still goddamn playing anyways.
Yeah.
So, the other thing is that you got to look at people, like, who drops people, right?
I think trades is an option. I think you need to be, as a collective, we need to be more cognizant about strategic trades, which is kind of hard this year because everybody is a little bit running back starved.
Yeah.
But some of the trades that I got offered for Kamara, which most of which were public. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jonathan.
I like.
A lot of
hold
them
on.
were
I
wide
like.
receiver heavy.
Check this out. The trade with Jonathan for Kamara.
Yeah.
Remember, I was like, he's a bad trader. Anyways, I like how he never sent a trade. He said, if you notice, if you go back, he's like, oh, I was going to offer you this, but I decided not to.
No, he did send me a trade.
What did he send you?
Yeah, he sent, and it was a fair trade too. It was Michael Thomas and Hunter Henry, who I wanted at the time, for Kamara.
Oh, no, he was for Amber. Sorry, last week it was the Kyron Williams.
Oh,
remember?
yeah, but he never sent it.
He never said a trade.
Yeah, and so to Jonathan's credit, that was a fair trade. That was a value trade. I put it into a lot of trade calculators, and they all said do it. But I was like, I'm really starved in running back.
Yeah.
I need depth in running back, and I'm about to give up my Hail Mary, if you will, and not have players to play in the lineup.
I think at that point, like, why would you have him on your
Najee or
roster?
Madison. Yeah.
Just to not have him when he finally is
Well,
available.
again, if Najee
right?
or Madison performed a little bit better, right? Like, if they were giving me 12 to 13 points every game, I would have considered, if one of them was at least doing that input level,
Yeah.
I would have considered it a little bit more heavily because Michael Thomas was showing up the first few weeks. I really wanted Hunter Henry, and he was really hot in that time. But ultimately it was Najee and Madison aren't doing anything, and I'm looking like I'm not going to have anybody to be my RB2 after spending so much draft capital on them, so I didn't do it. So I think trades like that, it's hard because everybody's running back starved. But, like, if there was an offer that included a running back that was a little more stable, I would have considered it a little more. I don't know.
Nobody wants to give up their stable RB, right?
Yeah,
Like
true.
what I say last week, RBs, you win the championship with RBs, like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So,
So not trades is where we really
Yeah,
go
no
with this.
trades.
Yeah,
Well, you know
waiver
what?
wire only is your only hope.
Okay, so, again, stick to waiver wire. Look for people who's dropping players, right? And, target managers who are struggling, right? Because they're desperate, unfortunately. So, I think every manager's desperate, unless you're me, because I'm going to win still. So, I'm pretty fine with my roster at this point. But, ultimately, yeah. So, look for managers who are desperate. Look for managers who have, injured players that need somebody. And look for people's drops. I always like looking at people who they drop because I'd be willing to,
I see that.
Well, since we're on the subject, let's go ahead and go. Let's skip question number 2. We'll come back to it. Let's go question number 3.
Yeah, it's
okay.
relevant one.
So it's relevant. Okay.
We really slid into that.
Yeah, right.
Teed it up for you. Saquon, sorry. Is Saquon worth trading for?
No. God damn it. No. Nobody trade for Saquon. Saquon's garbage. Okay. Nobody wants Saquon ever.
He's trash.
He's trash.
Saquon is trash.
I don't know who the manager is for Saquon, but just don't even listen to any trade offers for Saquon. That's it. Just don't. Nothing.
There's no one you would.
No one.
There's no one.
No.
I would give him Madison or Najee for Saquon.
Or both.
Or both. Yeah,
No.
I would give you both, actually. I would 100% do
The
that.
commissioner's speaking right now, no one trade for Saquon. Okay, you trade for Saquon, you're in trouble. Okay, so this manager is going to keep Saquon for the rest of the year. And
All right.
There's nothing you can do about it. And if he drops him, I'm going to put him back on the roster.
All right. Commissioner has spoken.
Yes.
We need to get you like a gavel.
Yeah,
we should
I
have
know.
a Judge Chris.
So, yeah, unfortunately, he's going to keep Saquon on his team the whole time. Even if he does bad, even if he does good, if he's scorching the earth, right? Like,
Yeah.
and everybody wants him, but nope, can't trade him. So, there you go. Saquon's forever on his team for the rest of the year.
There you go.
All right,
I'll
so
ride the bench just like AB. All the way.
just like AV.
AB.
Oh, AB. Oh yeah, that was my boy. You know, I won with him on my team. You know that, right?
I do. Yes. Yes. You remind everyone all the time.
I know. He was on my team. He's a champion. I'm a champion because of him. Okay, so we went to question 1. Now we're question 3. Now let's go ahead and go back to question number 2.
What are your early Super Bowl picks?
Well, why don't you answer this one, Amber?
Me?
Yeah.
Early Super Bowl picks.
I'm just kidding. It's the fucking 49ers, okay? We know 49ers got it at this point. You know, you took forever to answer. So,
Sorry.
So, 49ers
Why
got it.
Niners, though?
What do you mean, why Niners?
I'm just saying, like, as opposed to the Eagles. Both are undefeated.
Because the Eagles have barely won out every single team. And they look good, right?
Yeah, barely doesn't matter.
And yeah, a win's a win.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the 49ers, man, they're just... I mean, we thought... And they on prime time, right? Against the Dallas Cowboys. We all thought, like, oh, this is going to be, you know, a head scratcher. It's going to, you know, everybody's going to be worried about this game. It's going to...
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
a rivalry.
It's a rivalry,
Division,
so... and all this stuff. And then... Niners made it look easy, right? How many interceptions did Dak Prescott get? Like 3? Right? He got benched at the end of the fourth quarter. About the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
so, I don't think the Eagles have faced anybody that hard, you know, compared to them. I mean, Dallas' defense looked bomb, right? Mm-hmm. You know, they have a stout defense. They have a franchise quarterback, and they're going against Brock Purdy, who's literally undefeated.
Yeah.
In the regular season, right? So
Sure is.
And he showed up and he dominated. You know, and
That game saved my week.
yeah,
Because everyone got benched in the third, and Debo couldn't do anything from the bench.
So, I think with that, I think the 49ers, I think easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna mimic your sentiments. I would agree the Super Bowl winner is going to be the 49ers. They're gonna take it home this year. But my justification is I think strong defenses win Super Bowls, period. Mm-hmm. Unless you have strong offense against strong offense. Like, I always think of when Denver played Seattle and got totally annihilated. Mm-hmm. And then when they bulked up their defense, they then annihilated the Panthers. Mm-hmm. It usually comes down to strong defenses. And I think theirs is pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, that's basically where it's at right now. I think, who is it? What about from the AFC? Because we're talking about Eagles and we're talking about the Niners, right?
I mean, Kansas City looks good, as always.
You know what? I mean...
Bills look interesting.
I would have said even Miami, but then at this past week, right? They just, against a real contender, like against the Bills, like, they fold. So, I mean, they look good against, you know, Denver, right? Yeah, so, that's not really saying much at this point. No offense, right? But, I think Miami would have been a contender. I mean, yeah, Josh Allen looks like a contender. I mean, Kansas City's always Kansas City. But, I mean, did they lose this past week or no?
No.
Who did they play?
They played... Taylor Swift was not there.
Oh. Tennessee?
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. We'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, they won?
Yeah.
Okay, so without Taylor Swift and without Travis Kelce.
No, Travis Kelce played, and he got a touchdown.
Yeah, but what happened? Like, he injured his ankle, and then
And then he went back. Yeah, he has a mild upper ankle sprain.
Minnesota.
That was the
Thank
Vikings.
you, producer.
Thanks, producer.
Yes. I think, there was like some cheesy thing that happened that I guess Taylor Swift called him while he was in the locker room and told him to like buck up kind of thing.
Rub some dirt on the
Yeah, she basically was like, go back out there. And he went back out there, I guess.
And got a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So,
superhuman.
I mean,
Taylor Love is the superpower.
It's a fake story, you know. You know, like, oh yeah, my girlfriend of
that all the Swifties made up.
Yeah, Taylor Swift, to, you know, grab yourself by the bootstrap and then, you know, go out there. Okay, those are the 3 questions. Those are the 3 mailbags.
Great mailbag.
All right. So now we are in the sit, start, cut section, okay?
Woo woo!
So this week, we're going to go ahead and have the 3 quarterbacks I looked at, and let's go ahead and look at these 3 quarterbacks. Neighbor, go. Eventually.
Sorry, that was terrible timing. Okay, so quarterback edition. Sit, start, cut. Woo, woo, woo!
Yep.
Number 1, Jalen Hurts. 2, Tua Tagovailoa.
To a T.
To a T. To a T!
Yeah.
I love that. And last but not least, Joey B.
Joey B to a T and Jayla H.
What is this Hulu commercial?
Oh, Hulu has free sports, or was
Yeah, Hulu has free sports.
Yeah.
Or Hulu has sports.
it? And he pulls it out.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
super long.
Okay. Okay, sit, start, cut. You know, right now, I like Joey B.
Really?
You know, I mean, how many touchdowns did Jamar Chase get last week? Right?
They looked great.
3 touchdowns.
They looked amazing together.
And then, I'm gonna have to start Joey B. Even though he's been doing bad lately, right? I like him.
More than Jalen Hurts.
Again, Jalen Hurts is going against the Jets. And the Jets don't give up a lot of points to the quarterback position. So, they only gave up
air, they don't give up passing touchdowns? Because what about running touchdowns?
rushing touchdowns. Okay, well, again, the Jets gave only 12 points to Josh Allen. Okay, and he's a running quarterback, right? He's known to, get that going with him. And again, they've only given up 19 points to Dak, Mac Jones 10 points, Mahomes 15 points. So they're going against. They've limited Mahomes and they limited Josh Allen, and now they got
but then they gave Russ Wilson 18.7. So
18.7 for a QB is not good though. Especially for Jalen.
Russell Wilson is good.
Yeah, for Russell Wilson, but not for Jalen Hurts. If you're getting Jalen Hurts for 18 points, that's not good.
All right.
So, right now I'm going to bench Jalen Hurts.
You're benching Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. And I'm going to cut Tua. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now
Okay.
with him. They didn't look...
He only got 18 points. Sweet. So, by your logic, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Joey
Cut him
B.
off.
I think
Joey B.
He's getting better, right? His ankles...
Mr. GQ himself.
Is that what his nickname is?
I call him Mr. GQ. Have you seen what he wears into the games?
Is that what the Swifties call him?
They're very... Swifties don't know who Joey B is. He hasn't played Travis Kelce yet.
Yeah, that's true. I knew who Zach Wilson is, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Game 1.
Game
2.
Was it game 2?
Yeah, at MetLife.
But that was the second game? I mean, that was 4 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so game 4.
Game 4, yeah.
Game 4, okay. All right, so there's sit, start, cut. I'm going to do something a little different.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not necessarily sit, start, cut. Okay? I'm going to give you 6... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to give you 7 bounty hunters.
What?
Okay?
This is not sit, start, cut.
Okay, and I want you...
Me?
Yes. Okay? I can do
read
it too.
them now?
Hold on.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you these 7... I give you a list of 7 bounty hunters. And then I want you to give me 2 of them to protect you. And the other 4 have to attack you.
Oh, that's very interesting. I'm assuming these are all Star Wars bounty hunters.
I mean, obviously. No, it's the Gator bounty hunter. Who's that?
Could be Dog. You don't know.
The only bounty hunter that we know?
Huh?
Is he dead?
No,
Is Dog the bounty hunter dead?
Yeah.
no,
Well,
I
he's
don't
ain't
think
protect
so.
you.
Oh.
His wife, like,
Star Wars bounty
I thought
hunters.
his wife died.
oh, maybe that's it.
And then he got remarried like a month later or something. Or his daughter died? I don't know.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Okay.
All Star Wars
Not
bounty hunters. All right.
Real life bounty
List them
hunters.
to me, commish.
Okay, so 2 of them protect you. The other 4 are gonna.
Yeah.
Other 5 are gonna.
I got
protect
this
you.
in the bag.
Okay, Cad Bane, Din Djarin, Boba Fett, Greedo, Jango Fett, Fennec Shand, and Asajj Ventress.
Oh.
I mean, I think there's a clear 101 for me, but I'm not going to say it yet. So there's a clear 101.
My 101 is Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. Yep. Okay. Yep. Cad Bane's clear 101.
Yeah, he's a G.
Okay.
But actually, I'm actually going to pick my second one. And I've got explanation to this. My number 2 will be Fennec Shand.
Okay.
Yeah. Because in the episode of
Book of Boba Fett?
not Book of Boba Fett.
The only other one, the Mando?
No. In
Clone Wars?
Bad Batch.
Oh, Bad Batch. Okay.
In Bad Batch, when what's her face sends Fennec Shand to protect Omega or to keep Omega safe from Cad Bane, who ultimately, I'm gonna call it a draw fundamentally, but Omega is kept out of Cad Bane's hands, who was hired by the dark side to retrieve Omega. And Fennec Shand fends him off.
Yeah, she holds her own.
She holds her own.
Yeah.
She keeps him at bay, which is all she needed to do to get Omega back with the Bad Batch.
Okay. So
Right.
you're Omega.
Huh?
So you're Omega.
I'm
essentially.
Omega, yeah. And
So-
Fennec Shand went toe-to-toe with Cad Bane and didn't die.
Okay.
So if he's a clear 1-1, and we have somebody who's able to defend against the 1-1 decently, if they are both on your team, get out of town.
Okay. I agree. She
It's
can hold
sound
her own.
logic.
She can hold her own.
Sound logic.
100%. Cad Bane clear 101.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So
Absolutely.
with him, I mean, yeah, he's been an adversary to everybody, right? He's been an adversary to Jedis, you know, to every single other bounty hunter, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, sorry, Boba Fett. Who else?
Cad Bane doesn't fail.
Bad Batch, yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't really. And the only time he did, that I can recall, was to Fennec Shand.
Yeah, I guess technically the Book of Boba Fett. Did he die in the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah. But we don't count the
That
Book
doesn't
of
count.
Boba Fett,
Yeah. Anyways,
That was not
Okay,
Filoni,
so-
Cad Bane writing.
so you have Fennec Shand and Din Djarin. I mean, sorry, Fennec and
Cad Bane.
and you're gonna go against Din Djarin, Mando, Boba Fett, Greedo, Jango Fett, and Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, I feel good about everything until you get to a Ventress. And then
Yeah.
I feel a little nervous putting her in the mix.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard. Asajj Ventress would be my, like, if Fennec Shand was not in this, Ventress I think would be my third pick.
Really?
And that, yeah. She makes me a little nervous.
She's the wild card.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's the wild card of she could break through the ranks.
Well, okay, so you're looking at these 7 bounty hunters, right? For me, because again, I said who's going to protect you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, the clear 101 is Mando. Right? I mean, 3 seasons,
The daddy.
3 Daddy Mando, right?
Daddy Mando.
What is he doing? He's protecting
Proud
this guy
papa, proud
for
papa.
3 fucking seasons, right?
Yeah.
That's all he's done.
For other reasons
know?
that are probably different than yours, I also would not mind being protected by Mando.
But yes,
if you know what I mean.
Mando, he's done this for 3 fucking seasons. I have full faith that he's going
Not
to protect
against
me.
Cad Bane.
Not because he wasn't there.
Not against Fennec Shand. Well, I guess they're allies with Fennec Shand. So it's a
Yeah,
little bit
so I think for protection wise, I think that's it, right? Like obviously you got to have Daddy protect you, right? Mm-hmm. I think the clear one obviously would be a Cad Bane, right? But then I think Cad Bane, he could, if you hire him, he could like double cross you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I was always gonna give him up, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Blah,
it's
blah,
an
blah.
interesting dynamic I had not considered of who of these would be authentic in protecting me. It's a good point. It's an interesting point.
I think Jango Fett would have a code, you know, kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm a higher bounty hunter.
I just don't think he's that badass, honestly.
I think I'd pick Asajj for the second one because she actually has. She's shown that she has morals,
Yeah.
right? Like, she has some of a code.
So does Fennec Shand. So does Boba Fett.
Yeah, no, but I think Asajj Ventress could kill all these people.
I don't know.
You know, she has a force. She has force abilities, and she's using lightsabers, right? So she has lightsabers, force abilities, and Daddy Pedro. Like, I'm good, protected all the way.
Daddy Pedro.
So
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But you think Din Djarin and Asajj are taking on Cad Bane and Fennec Shand?
yeah, I think so.
Then plus Greedo, Boba Fett, Jango Fett? Like, I feel like you have 2 wild cards in Cad Bane and Asajj Ventress.
I picked Mando.
No, I know.
You
That's
said
what I'm
Cad
saying.
Bane.
They're fighting Mando.
Oh, okay. I see.
Whereas I was only nervous. I was like, yeah, Fennec have Django definitely, Greedo definitely, Din Djarin definitely, Boba definitely. And then I'm like, Asajj, I don't know. But I feel like in your roster, I'm like, I'd be worried about both Cad Bane and Asajj Ventress.
And the both Fets. All right, so with you, you're going to go with Fennec Shand and Cad Bane. I'm going to go with Mando, and I'm going to go with Asajj Ventress.
Yeah, this is a good question. Again, I would like to know what everyone else thinks. Put it in the comments.
Yeah. What about the producer? No, producer doesn't.
She lost her ability to talk. Weird. I don't know what just happened.
You don't know the options?
No, I didn't listen to the first.
Cad Bane, Mando, Boba Fett, Greedo, Jango Fett, Fennec Shand, Asajj Ventress.
Oh yeah, Mando and Cad Bane to protect me.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else.
All right, so you're basically a mixture of both Amber and I,
We
kind of
have
thing,
like
right?
we have like those Venn like a
Yeah.
triple Venn diagram.
Yes.
And Amber's in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cad Bane and Mando.
Collectively,
Cad
we have
Bane,
the same
Fennec.
3.
Yeah. To
Mando,
protect me against
Asajj.
everyone else.
But again, I don't know. I think you gotta have a Jedi. You gotta have some Force abilities.
Nah, they survived without them.
That's true. Okay.
Cad Bane has held his own against many a Force wielder.
That's true. Yeah, he has. All right, so let's go ahead and go with the next segment. It's going to be Upset of the Week. Okay, last week, I know.
Rats.
I know.
Rats,
I know.
Kristoff. I really thought you had an ability there. I'm upset about it.
I'm 3-1 right now. So, let's see if I keep going. I think the Upset of the Week is going to be...
Well, the last week's was John versus Amber.
John versus
and
Ray.
Amber kicked butt. She's undefeated.
Oh, yeah, she's undefeated.
Yeah, she's slaying it. So, you were wrong.
Thank you for reminding me.
Sucks.
I know. So with right now, I think my next upset of the week is going to be Jonathan versus Ray. Okay,
Ooh.
Ray's actually the underdog. She's like 6 or 7 points.
And you think she's going to beat Jonathan?
I think she's gonna be Jonathan.
All right.
She's 6-0 right now. She's gonna be 6-0 by this time next week.
All right.
I think her team's strong. You're right.
Her team is strong.
Yeah,
Great
Jonathan's
work.
projected to win right now, but I mean, he may get Saquon back this week, right? So he said he's definitely playing. So I think Jonathan is going to lose again.
Has Saquon been good? Like, even when he's healthy, has he been... I feel like I haven't heard much about him in the fantasy world.
He was good last year, right? And he was good his rookie year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this year. Has he been relevant the games he's been in?
Yeah, it was only like a few games. He did pretty good. Then he got injured. He did enough points to make a difference.
All right.
So right now, I think Ray's going to win this week against Jonathan. That's my upset of the week. All right.
Get it done, Ray. Get it done.
All right. So this is the new theme. So I'm going to go ahead and recap last week's themes.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to say the best of the worst. So the themes of last week was dream job as a kid, right?
Yep.
So we got astronaut, army man, long haul trucker, Vaughn's cashier.
That's an interesting one, John.
Yeah. SR-71 pilot,
That was cool.
paleontologist.
That one's very specific. I think that's interesting in that sense of, like, I don't want to just be a pilot. I want to be a pilot for this
SR-71.
plane. Yeah.
Um,
Which Elon Musk would say the greatest plane ever made.
Really? How do you know?
Because he named his child's middle name is Archangel, which was the predecessor to the SR-71 Blackbird, which is the best plane of all time. He said that in the that one podcaster that you like to listen to, Rogan.
So wouldn't the Archangel be his best plane of all
No,
time?
he did Archangel because it was the predecessor. I guess he didn't want to name his kid SR-71 Blackbird, but XAE or A being Archangel is fine.
Oh, really? So I think it's Archangel.
Oh my gosh. I will look up the quote for you.
Like, he's saying his favorite plane is SR-71, best plane of all time, and then he names his son over the previous one.
Maybe it's just a cooler name.
Than SR-71.
Yeah.
Is it called Blackhawk?
Blackbird.
Blackbird?
Yeah.
Then why do you name his kid Blackbird as opposed to Archangel?
Archangel.
Yeah, Archangel.
Archangel.
Archangel. Arc?
What was I saying?
Archangel.
Archangel?
Archangel.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got SR-71, pilot, paleontologist.
Also cool.
K. Ross, okay.
Duh.
Marine biologist.
Remember? Chris, can you... I'm going to put you on the spot right now. You can cut this if you need to. Can you do Ross's raptor impression?
Ross's raptor
Do you
impression?
remember that episode?
Oh, in the classroom, right? Okay.
Or is it the other dinosaur where he's like...
Yeah. Well, he goes, if...
Can you do it? No pressure.
He goes, oh, what would they sound like?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I imagine they would sound like something like, ah! Or something like that, right? Ah! Or something like that,
So good.
So,
He's like, well, nobody really knows, but
Yeah.
I imagine. That was very good. Okay, sorry. Paleontologist, also cool.
a marine biologist,
Also cool.
builder, president of the USA,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, throwback, was Brian Raxton in this class with me? I don't even know, but in 7th grade, I was in a class where we all had to say what we wanted to be, and I said that, and everyone laughed at me.
Aw,
Rightfully so in retrospect, because who wants to be the president
Yeah.
of the United States?
Brian was probably in that class. He was a dick. So
That is not what I'm saying at all.
yeah, he
I
probably
just
would have made fun of you too.
curious if you remembered.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
Probably not, because you know how moments like that in your life, you're like, that was traumatizing and everyone hated me, and like everyone else is like, what are you talking about? I don't even remember
Like,
that, you know,
what?
but like you carry it with
Yeah.
you forever.
And then firefighter is the last one.
Admirable.
Over army men.
This is awkward.
Like, I mean, why do you say fireman? Firefighter's admirable as opposed to any other.
No, Iron Man is admirable too. I think I didn't get into commentary until Long Haul Trucker, so sorry about that, Kevin.
What? Okay. Well, then, okay, I'm going to ask you. I want to ask you then, what's the most admirable and the least admirable?
The most admirable...
Wow.
I don't know, it's hard. It is hard between firefighter and army man. Can they be a tie?
Well, you put firefighters that high up?
Yes.
Really?
They're running into burning buildings.
Over an
for other
astronaut?
people. Yeah.
Over a president of the United States?
Definitely. Everyone who's president of the United States is shady in some way, shape, or form.
Over an astronaut?
In terms of admirability, yeah. This is sacrificing yourself for somebody else. Astronauts are...
They're literally strapping themselves to a fucking rocket and going into
Yeah.
outer space.
But they're doing it for their own ego.
Uh-huh.
That's... If you read the book, The Right Stuff, that's what it talks about. It really does. It talks about how...
You gotta chase glory, man. Like what?
Yes.
You can't.
Again, that's a perfect way to say it. I think astronauts are glory chasers, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I think it's a great career. I'm just saying it's not as admirable as somebody that's like, I'm going to run into a burning building to help people that have nothing to do with me.
Okay, you want to run into a burning building, or you want to get strapped to a rocket?
Asking me what I want is not the same as saying what's most admirable.
Which one?
I would rather be strapped to a rocket.
You'd rather be strapped to a
Yes.
rocket.
Only because space is cool.
Back in 1960.
Let's talk about, are you astronaut? You are astronaut.
Yeah. I don't think. I'm not even think. Like I was never trying. I have no,
but I'm
intention
just
saying
curious,
that it's an
what
admiral
made you want to
job
be an astronaut?
because I like space.
You have always been obsessed with space. That makes sense.
Yeah,
checks
so
out.
I'm a space enthusiast. So I thought, oh, astronauts think in space. That's cool. But 1969, right? You go into space. Saturn 14. What was it?
No, the Saturn V was the missions to the moon.
So Saturn
Mercury
5,
rockets. Thank you.
Apollo 11. That's scary as fuck.
Not to those people.
Not okay. All because you're not scared doesn't mean that it's not scary, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's accurate.
So you don't
I'm
think
not saying it's not a scary job.
So you're saying they're not as admirable as a firefighter?
Yeah, no.
Huh. Interesting.
They're as daring as a firefighter.
Okay, what about Army men?
And as an army man. That's pretty daring too.
Okay.
And admirable.
So joining the military is equivalent to the firefighter. I mean, I have nothing against firefighters. I just feel like that was more
It's not
safe.
sounding like that.
I feel like that was more safe.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
As opposed to an astronaut or an army man.
Just because it's safe doesn't mean it's not admirable. You're still risking your life for other lives, whereas those people are risking their lives for eternal glory.
What about a Star 71 pilot?
Again, I branch that in the same category as astronaut.
Okay. It's because you read the book. And
It
the
is.
book has
Read the right
tainted it.
stuff, and then we'll talk about it. We'll have a book club.
The book club.
Yeah, the fantasy footballers.
Book club.
Right stuff book club. And then we'll readdress this concern.
I don't know. To be an astronaut, you'd be fucking genius.
I don't think any of these are not admirable. But I always get hung up on like
I want to say your least admirable is a long hard.
Cashier admirable.
because you're still helping people get their groceries. You always think of that speech from Good Will Hunting where he's talking about being a mechanic.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, you're fixing someone's car so they can get to work and provide for their family the next day.
Uh-huh.
I love that speech. And he talks about how there's honor in all of those things. And so all of that applies to this, right? Bond's cashier, you're helping people get groceries. You're making money for your family.
Okay, well, this is interesting because you picked President of the United States and you just said that. So, is that not admirable?
I mean, there's an element of admirability to all of these. You just asked me to give most and worst. That doesn't mean any of them are not.
So, who's more admirable?
But everybody who's been in the White House is shady and has done shady things, period. I just think you have to be that shady to be such a successful politician.
Okay. That's telling.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so President of the United
I
States
was equally
or
shady in 7th grade.
Builder.
What's more admirable?
Yeah. Juan the Builder.
Hey!
That's his name.
Juan the Builder.
Or President of the United States. You're really going to say that they're both equal.
Yeah, I'm going to say the President of the United
God.
States is more admirable.
Okay. So Builder's least admirable.
Not of the two, sure.
Of all these.
Yeah.
Of all 10.
No.
What's the least?
Bond's cashier.
Bond's cashier.
Sorry.
Whoops.
What about for you? What do you think the most
I
admirable
picked the best
is?
and worst ones based on my own opinion. I'm not saying anything about admirability.
You're the one that asked, though.
Well,
so now I'm
obviously-
asking you, what is the most admirable?
Most admirable, I'm going to say... I mean, you have to say... Obviously, Von's cashier.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, so...
Chris knows his place.
They're admirable.
Chris knows
so
his
there
place.
you go. So, I like how no one's saying, like, the Palin scientists or, like, the long haul trucker. They're, like, not even in this conversation. Like, nah. Like,
It's all gravy.
one hangs
I'm
out
excited for everyone's dreams, whether or not they came true. Which is only one of us. Good job, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, Kevin was the only one that was like, oh, I'm going to do this.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job to achieving your childhood dreams.
I mean, John could still be a long haul trucker.
That's true.
Right? So,
Too late.
is it too late?
It's not too late for any of our jobs.
It's not. Oh, especially, yeah, you could be a Von's cashier if you want.
Yeah, hell yeah. Side job.
Yeah, that's
So-
great.
Right now, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty out of it for astronaut. I mean, Nick could be a firefighter. He's still a young lad, right? So
It's true. Firefight at Edwards, buddy.
Yeah, firefighter at Edwards. So there you go. So my favorite one is going to be... I don't know. See, because... I'm going to say firefighter. No, I'm kidding. Firefighter just...
There will be more auditions for a new host next week.
Firefighter's best. The least one is going to be...
Firefighter's the best, really?
Firefighter's going to be the best right now. Least one is going to be President of the United States.
Because they all shady.
Because they all shady.
They all shady / war criminals.
7th grade all over again. All right, so now we're on to theme of the week, okay? So this week is very different,
yeah,
okay?
It's complicated.
You have to follow the rules. You have to abide by the rules. Mm-hmm. There's actual punishments, okay? You are going to get punishment. You're going to lose your week if you break the rules.
Yeah.
Okay? 1, you can't ask questions about the theme of the week, okay? You can't ask anybody else questions about the theme of the week. And if I find out you're asking people questions of the theme of the week, both of you guys are getting docked. Okay? If I find out that if someone messages in the group saying, what's the theme of the week? Everybody's getting messed. Everybody's losing points. 5 points every infraction. Okay? And I'm serious. Okay? So this theme of the week is going to be a secret naming theme. Okay? So...
like Secret Santa?
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have 9 managers. Okay. Sorry. There's 9 other managers, right? Mm-hmm. And every single one of them is going to submit a name to me. Okay. So I'm going to message you. Okay. And by this time, you should already gotten the message. Okay. Mm-hmm. So everybody's going to get a message except for one manager. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you didn't get a message, it's because you're the one manager. Do not say it. Okay. So the other managers, by this time you're already gonna have a text from me, and I'm gonna tell you who your secret manager is, and you're gonna provide me a name to them.
Got it.
Okay. So no one's gonna know who they're naming. Okay. You only know, no one's gonna know who's naming who, right? Mm-hmm. You're not gonna know who you're getting it from. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you didn't get it, it's because I have you, and then I'm going to work something out differently for that person. Okay. So again, if you mess up, you ask questions about it.
So I received a name.
Okay.
From you. Right. I responded what I would name that person.
Yes. Freestyle.
Freestyle. Yeah. Any theme. Right. Mm-hmm. So I got a name, and then I responded, "Hey, I want this person to be called this week."
Yes.
And everyone will do likewise.
Yes. Okay. I don't know when it's due. When do you think it's due by? Tomorrow evening?
Yeah.
Okay. Or Thursday night after the football game?
Yeah, I think Thursday night after the football game.
Thursday night after the football game, you're going to need to submit your name. And again, if you don't get a text from me, it's because I have something special for you, because I have you. So we're going to do something different than that one. So, any questions?
No, I think I understand. Producer, you understand?
Yep.
All right, everybody understands. So, there you go. That's theme of the week.
Love it.
Okay. So, and then we're going to go to our final segment, last but not least, is going to be power rankings.
Dope.
All right. So, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you my power rankings. And then I'm going to go ahead and start off number 1.
We're actually getting a phone call from somebody.
What do you mean?
I don't know. We have a caller.
Okay.
Can you answer that?
Let me see.
Hey, Sanchi529. I love the podcast, and I'm going to let you finish, but your power rankings suck. I don't quite have as much money as Amazon, so I was only able to analyze about 3 data points compared to their trillions, but the numbers don't lie. So far, through 5 weeks, your power rankings have accurately predicted a single manager position 4% of the time, and your top 4 picks only have a 34% chance of winning that week. Now, I ran the numbers through Kevin's weekly stats, or KWS algorithm, and have created what I believe are the true power rankings for the Scum and Villainy League. In first place, we have Brian. Second place, we got Jonathan. Third place, we got Ray. Fourth place, Ambi Sanch. Fifth place, Amber F. Sixth place is me, Kevin. Seventh is Steven. Eighth, your boy Sanchi529. And last but not least, number 9 is John. Make of that what you will, and fuck Nick.
All right, thank Thanks, Kevin.
wow.
I hope the KWS becomes a regular.
I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
You know, like you just showed me up, huh? So
predicted 4 times.
4%.
4% of the time.
Okay. That's not bad. I like that. I like those odds. So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance. All right.
Okay,
New
well.
segment edition, Kevin.
Let's go ahead and, well, the real rankings, okay? Not Kevin's rankings, okay? So I think Ray's going to win, okay? She's going to be number 101. And then we got Amber Sanchez. And then we're going to go ahead and do Steven. I think Steven's team looks good. I like Steven's team. It's all around. I think number 4 is going to be Frawhiger. Number 5 is going to be Kevin. Okay. And then it's going to be your boy, Senshi 529 right after that. Number 7 is going to be Jonathan. Number 8 is going to be John. And number 9 is going to be Brian. And fuck Nick.
Fuck Nick. Fuck that guy. Am I right?
It's all right.
Yeah, fuck him.
What a good podcast. Wow.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it for the podcast. Amber, you have anything you want to say?
No. What a good time.
All right. Well, everybody, thank everybody for watching. And don't forget to tune in next week for Power Rankings. And don't forget to smash and like that button. And don't forget,
Let's ride.
ride.